Good morning, my name is Brian McNeil.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeil.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Like.
Stop! How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Baby, what you getting into? Know what your name is or what your game is, girl. I ain't leaving without you. That means I'm about to kidnap you. I don't care nothing about what you feel. Good morning. Today is December the 31st, New Year's Eve. Yes, the final page of 2025, and today's topic is
Turning the page.
turning the page. Are you one of those people who still can find pleasure in holding an actual book versus just screen? Like a real live book that I know my wife is. I am too. A book has matter and it has feel, has energy, and it has vibration. So energy is probably a better word. But everything that's matter vibrates. Okay. Even stuff that looks like it's still vibrating. Okay.
The screen state too. That's different.
Yeah. Is that our Susan Kennedy? Good morning, Susan Kennedy.
Happy New Year.
Susan Kennedy, that's a great picture, by the way. And she described how she made it with ChatGPT.
And offered to help others with
And gave tips.
Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Jay.
Jay Mattier, we talking about turning the page today. Happy New Year's Eve to you as well, brother. Oh, man, Jay Mattier, that's my guy right there.
So this is Let's Talk About It with the Empowerment Duo. I am Dr. McNeil, and this is sipping on some Swizzer. No, he's not sipping on Swizzer. This coffee. This is brother Brian K. McNeil. Hey, man.
I'm your prime dancer. Katrina Mattier, how you doing, my sister?
Susan says, now I'm trying to do the makeup that will match the picture. You know what's so funny is when I did see that picture, I didn't see as much emphasis on makeup as I saw that the hair was just a little bit, it was fuller. So like a roller set.
The smile.
The smile was her smile. The roller set. So I liked it. Anyway.
You mentioned the term makeup artist. Dr. Lisa's a makeup artist. She's been a makeup artist for a long time before I even knew her. Miss Phyllis, good morning to you.
I'm not a makeup artist.
I think you are. I think you're a makeup artist. With your face and other faces. I think you're a makeup artist.
Well, I've always done makeup in it to use makeup to enhance. I'm not a makeup to glamorize unless it's a glam experience, but I've done almost all of my friends' daughters' proms. I've done almost all of my friends' weddings. I have done almost all of my friends' like sweet 40, sweet 16, sweet 60 or whatever. Mm-hmm.
Sweet 60?
Yeah, because they don't want to be made up. They want to be beautified. Yeah, and it's different. And it's so important because, hey, what's up? We're rocking Instagram today as well.
Hey, man,
we on the gram.
With the kids?
Just a little bit. It's so important to realize, and I think I just realized it again this morning, that you don't, or at least I don't want makeup to make me look like a totally different person. I just want to allow makeup to enhance who I am so I can feel better about myself.
Well, you've never overdone it.
I can, but I don't.
I've never seen you overdo it. I think you only use it to enhance an already very pretty face, a very pretty canvas to work on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Brother Uzama's in the house. Good morning, sir. How you doing, man? Talking about turning the page. I heard some people describing their 2025 yesterday. And there was a lot of people thought 2025 was a horrible year, the hardest year. One lady described it as the whole year felt like I was walking in a puddle of water, walked into a puddle of water with just my socks on. Okay. Yeah, like she stepped in the bathroom, it was a puddle of water, was just she only had on socks. That's disgusting. And those people feel
That's
that,
disgusting.
and those people feel that way. There's an inside joke in that, okay? The people that feel that way, I think, because they paid a lot of attention to the politics. Because if you did that, it was a horrible year. But if you're focusing on what you accomplished and what you did, it's not such a bad year.
Well, I don't focus on I don't focus on politics at all. And I'm aware of my accomplishments, but I'm still not very fond of 2025 for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Susan said I'm reviewing my past year. I posted 63 times on LinkedIn and 122 times on Facebook, and I'm excited for the new year. Amen.
Amen.
Wake up.
I'm I'm excited about today too. Today's topic again is turning the page. I was starting to go down the road about when you hold an actual book and you reach the end of the page and you can't find out what's on the next page until you take a physical action.
Turn the page.
That means you have to grab the page with your hands and move it so that it's turned. There's something that you have to do to turn the page. The page doesn't turn by itself. So the topic today of turning the page, what are you gonna do to turn the page? Is tomorrow going to be an extension of 2025 for you? Is January going to be the 13th month of 2025 for you? Or are you going to turn the page? Take a physical action. You can't just think about turning the page. I've never turned the page in a book by imagining the page turning.
No, unless you're telekinetic.
I'm not. And I've never turned the page in a book by telling other people, at some point, I'm going to turn this page.
Well, not unless you're the king and you can have your armor bearer say, turn the page.
Yes.
Page, please.
But other than that, there's something I had to do to turn the page. And there is, I'm going to be so bold as to say, something that you must do in order to turn the page, or you're just going to have an extension of what you already have. Mm-hmm. And if you don't like what you already have, you got to take an action.
What does that mean? Take an action. That means you got to do something different.
Something different.
Oh, you just got to do something.
Or something. Got to do something. If you don't do something, you're gonna keep more of what you have. If you don't like what you currently are getting, you got to do something different than what you've been currently doing. Is that what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess it does. We have. I haven't gone downstairs to look at my freshly cleaned kitchen to see how it's been changed. However,
what are you trying to say? You think I messed up the kitchen after you cleaned it?
I think that when you use the kitchen, you use the kitchen. That's all. So,
you made me cook twice yesterday.
I know, and I appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
The second time she made me cook, Susan, she like twisted my arm, pushed my face down on the stove, and said, "Cook something, cook something." I said, "Baby, I already cooked today." And then she twisted my arm even harder. Like,
don't believe that.
You think I don't care about you already having cooked? Cook something else. Cook something else. And I'm like, ah! And then she cursed at me.
Y'all believe all of that? Believe it if you want to. Some people are still. Some people are going to be bringing in the new year. Are going to be bringing the new year at church.
Why, Susan?
Some people are going to be bringing in the new year with family because I don't even know what else to do. She says, "Oh, well, I love when you roll your eyes at me."
Why do you love that, Susan?
Because everybody knows that I'm telling the truth.
That's not what that means.
And you're exaggerating it. I'm telling the truth.
Exactly. Ooh. Did you hear that high pitch in my voice? Me? Exaggerate? That normally means I'm about to. That's what that typically means. This Sunday, my wife, this Thursday, New Year's Eve, we typically have brother in church, but we won't be this one here because we're gonna have family come through around 12:30. We're gonna have my sister and her children and grandchildren coming through, And then later in the day, I'm going to have my son and his wife come through, and they're going to spend the night with us. I got my peeps coming to the hizzy today.
Hey, Shaki, what's good on the gram over there? Shaki, I
Shaki,
actually
what's
thought
up?
about Shaki in the middle of last night and a little bit this morning. So you're on my mind,
You thought
and
about
I'm
Shaki in the
grateful.
middle of the night?
In the middle, like right before going to bed,
Okay.
and just a little bit in the morning this morning. I don't know why, but I'm always glad to think about my friends. And Susan said, "When you get so silly, Brian," she starts rolling her eyes, and it's wonderful. It's delicious.
Never get so silly. I'm not silly.
Hey.
But my wife's gonna cook something this morning. I'm gonna go to the store get her ingredients, and she's gonna cook something this morning because we're gonna feed the peeps that come to our house. We're gonna feed them Lisa's specialty pasta tray. Yeah, and I think this
It's
is a good day
usually
to
called
make
my
it.
traveling pasta
I think it's a
because
good day to make it.
whenever we're going out of town somewhere and we're driving to a destination, especially if there's going to be people that are arriving there, and especially if we're just going to be, if we're staying at a hotel but when we get there, we don't want to have to go out to eat and do all of those
Right.
things. So I typically make a pasta dish, a traveling pasta. Dr. Deborah loves it. Amen. Shaki said it is good to be. She actually loves it. She claims it for breakfast and dinner in her mind.
Oh my gosh. There was one early Saturday morning. I decided to get up and get me a bowl before anybody else get up. And Dr.
You wasn't
Deborah,
by yourself.
she was in the kitchen getting her. She had the same idea.
Have a little bit for dessert, a little bit for breakfast.
Oh my goodness. It's a phenomenal dish. Okay, that my wife makes. It's so special. So
and I'm glad it's a specialty because it really takes nothing to make it.
Okay, well, good. Okay, don't tell that. Don't tell the secret that it don't take nothing to make it.
That's okay. It's
Make
a penny pasta. It's
make
wonderful.
everybody think
Yes, I gotta put the
the flour on it. Yes, I remember that commercial.
What was it? Rice
Krispie
treat?
treat. She tricked her family thinking it was such an exhaustive work to make them these Rice Krispie treats.
Absolutely. Uzama said, we're excited to catch a train tomorrow to see the Orange Bowl.
Y'all going to the Orange Bowl? Y'all going to be in the stadium or just going for the city for the event? And even catching the train. How romantic is that?
Love it.
Lisa and I have taken trains to different places, and we've always loved taking the Amtrak.
I love it. My sister actually doesn't prefer to fly. You are hearing something, and it is something that's aggravating you.
I think it's your smart speaker.
Alexa, turn off in all of the rooms in the house. Alexa, turn off all devices. I'm not sure it's on. No. Just say off. Just say Alexa off. Anyway, she's taking over the house. And Brian cannot stand any distraction in his head. It makes him totally psycho. So anyway, today is going to be some family. She doesn't want to go away. She's like, I live here too, daggone it. She wants to be a part of everything that happens here. You can't even. And what's funny is I think one of the grandchildren that is coming today, her name is LEXI, and it is always funny to call her and to have that turn on. What was it?
My mother's scared the shit out of my mom. What was that? Scared the shit out of me. Because it came on loud and I don't know why. I just did.
So she said that's too funny. She doesn't want to go away. That's right, she doesn't.
Last night we had this strangest notification from the smart speaker.
And nobody programmed it. I know.
None of us,
because
no one
I
taking
didn't.
credit for it.
I did not. But what did she tell you?
I know what she said.
She said it's time
It's
for
12 p.m.
It's 12 p.m.
I mean 12 a.m. This is your reminder to
take a bowel movement.
No, that's not what she
What
said.
did she say? Take a note.
No, that's not what she said.
What did she say?
good job.
I think you're getting too involved in everything over here. She is
I
doing
couldn't
the
believe it.
most.
I was sure that you had said.
No, I did not say it.
Why would she?
Because she knows that's when you do it. She's in your head. She's your personal assistant.
That's not so far fetched. Reminded us at midnight in my red room.
Not us, him. Because I'm
I didn't say that
asleep
that
at
going thing.
midnight. Why would I say it at midnight?
Why would I say it?
Hey, Eric. Good
Mr.
morning.
Eric, hi, like happy New Year. Today we're talking about turning the page. And in order to turn a page in a physical book, there's something that you gotta do. And you know another thing, not only does it take an action to turn a page, even before you turn the page, there's a mystery as to what's going to be on the next page. In every good book, you're reading and you've enjoyed the reading so much that you want to find out what happens next. You want to know what's happening next in the story. What's the next sentence? How are they going to get out of that warehouse? How's Jack going to escape this adventure? Or are they going to succeed? Or is she going to find love? Something. But turning the page that involves some mystery, some intrigue to continue the story because you want to know how does the story turn out.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Usama said she has no boundaries. We're talking about LEXA, and you kind of gotta. You can't even use her name.
I say the smart speaker.
Yeah.
Anticipation.
That's right.
Turning the page.
Anticipation, my favorite commercial as a kid.
The ketchup commercial as a kid.
Anticipation.
That was a classic marketing.
Anticipation.
He's
making me wait.
Heinz ketchup had a problem. Their ketchup was thick in the 70s. It took a long time, so they took a perceived problem.
That was the best ketchup back in the 70s.
And they made it into a positive.
That's right, Eric.
They sang anticipation to it.
It's not that thick anymore. Like
no, it's not. It's thick.
It used to be.
And they have a formula now that they coat on the inside of the bottles to make it come out easier.
Yeah, and it's the upside down bottle too.
And it's an upside down bottle.
Which why doesn't everybody have upside down?
And why did it take that long? Because we only use the ketchup in
upside down. Now we have upside down on this section, which I think is smart.
Very smart. And there's squeeze bottles now too.
I don't know why the ketchup why the mustard hasn't caught up.
To what?
To being upside down.
Right.
Because the sour cream is upside down now. But the mustard you still have to spit out that little bit of vinegar that comes out of the mustard before the mustard.
I always shake it up first.
Well, even if you shake it up, it's still the first, and
I do it over the sink. The first
everybody does.
Yeah, over the sink because I know it's going to be nasty. And I don't like that part.
Nobody does. So mustard people, I think the Heinz are the mustard people now too. Yeah. Fix the mustard bottle. You've already got the prototype. Just make it orange. Yellow. I mean yellow. You already got some. Paint them. That's it. Good morning,
Dr. Beverly's in the house. Dr. Beverly, she says red rice. My favorite, awesome, beautiful family. We're talking about turning the page. What do you got to do to turn the page?
What you got to do to be with me?
I saw a funny skit this morning by my girl Veronica.
You're skitting.
You know Veronica.
Yeah.
Veronica's hilarious. She works for a company. She was talking about this lady shows up because so you're 59, you're about to turn 60 in 2 weeks, so you got to come in. And here's your 60s package. There's only one package when you turn 60. You know, you got to sign up for whether you want 1 or 2 naps a day because you got to pick one. We leave that up. You got to choose either 1 or 2 naps a day once you turn 60.
Don't you get a millennial?
You do get a 29-year-old random friend that texts you from time to time. You get one of those. You got to make a choice between either a hip replacement or a knee replacement or both. And not choose one. It's not an option. It was hilarious to me. Yep.
Good morning, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara J. Hamilton. I'm sorry, they have to come and go.
I gotta go.
Go down, say sorry. She says, good morning, sweetie. Remember, we're both sweetie, so I have to share sweetie. Are you ready for 2026? And what was the question today? Today's topic is turning the page. Are you ready to turn the page? And Do you realize that turning a page is going to require an action? Good morning, Peggy. We hear that you guys are going to the Orange Bowl. I'm so excited for you and Uzama. It's going to be beautiful. But we started just talking about all the foolishness of 2025 and all the fun things and all of the different changes and transitions. And are you going to keep the status quo? Have you decided to make anything different in 2026? Are you going to pick up something new? Are you going to double down on something old? Are you going to pivot? What's going to happen with you? How are you handling? And then Brian was also talking about makeup for some reason. He was talking about, I think he thinks that I'm a makeup artist of some sort, but I'm not. But, and using makeup to simply enhance who and what you are and feel better. And I think it's important. My friend Shaki is over here on the Instagram, and she is a skincare specialist. And one of the things that I knew with regards to skin, I've always known is that skin care is very, very important. But the thing that I've always had a challenge with is regimens, like skincare regimens. I have not really had a regimen. I didn't come from regimens with my lineage. My mother or my grandmother really didn't have a skincare regimen. My great great grandmother was a advocate for cold water, no soap on your face, and she was a Pond's cold cream gal. Now cold water serves me just fine. I do exfoliate from time to time, and I use that glimmering lotion that comes with it. I can't remember the name of none of that. But taking care of yourself could be an important part of 2026 for some people.
Could be.
Taking care of how you look, how you feel. Are you walking enough? Are you stretching enough? Are
Getting
you?
that sunlight. Vitamin D.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't.
That's probably a major thing.
Yeah,
It
I
makes you
really
feel
don't.
better.
I really don't go outside
So,
unless I'm dragged out,
and that's what I'm gonna have
kicking
to
and
do.
streaming.
So what I just learned just now is when I go
Pore
put some
minimizer. Yeah,
sunblock.
I don't use any pore minimizers. I've never really had pores other than the ones that are part of my
You got
face. Yeah, but I don't have pores that you can see. Never have.
who does?
People, women of a certain age, and I understand and I respect it
Is
as a
that my
challenge for some
auntie
people.
in the
Hey,
house?
auntie.
What's up, Mary Chambers? My aunt Mary
I thought
Chambers.
it said Merry Christmas.
Nah,
Just glancing at it.
my aunt. Brother Uzama Ross says, looking to go harder.
On my REIT dividends in 26. I don't know what REIT
It
is.
means real estate investment trust. Money set aside for real estate purposes.
Thank
But he's
you.
looking for dividends on his real estate investment trust. Okay. That means interest earned on
More money.
yes.
So, Shaki, thank you for clarification. She said ponds and cold water was your grandma's skincare regime. I guess that's absolutely right.
Grandma's skincare regime.
She did use Pond's cold cream and cold water. We never put anything other than cold water on our face. We never used a washcloth on our face. If you had to take off, nope, not that was her beauty routine. She would use a washcloth, obviously, to take off the debris, but you were very gentle with your face, and more than anything, it was. And then the Pond cream, the Pond's cold cream, and what do you call those puffy things? Cotton balls. You would take the cotton balls, take off your makeup. And other than Pond's cold cream, there was something, and I think they have
what
it still. I don't know. Me and Chucky just got an aside conversation. It was Noxzema. Noxzema. That was the skincare. That was the skincare.
I can't contribute to it at all. Don't even want to talk about
Pond's,
it. Okay.
Noxzema, and vitamin E.
Well, that whole riff right there was Bahol Rahim. Like, what the hell are we talking about?
We're talking about taking care of your
man, we're talking about turning the page. This is December 31st, the last day of 2025. You know, what are we looking forward to going into 2026 and turning the page? Just think about turning the page. What has to happen for you to get a page
Thank you,
turn?
Peggy. Peggy said, "Lisa, you have beautiful skin." I
Thank you very much. She
appreciate it.
does have beautiful skin.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Deborah Dunstan, I was thinking about
Hey, Dr.
you
Deborah.
last night,
I was
Dr.
talking
Deborah Dunstan.
about you this morning, as a matter of fact. Yeah, you should have heard it because I am. You might get in the car and come to Charlotte. I am making the traveling pasta
That's right.
today.
You and I love Lisa's traveling pasta. She's making that this morning because we're going to have family come through today. So she's going to make that this morning.
Amen.
Barbara
Amen.
J. Hamilton come back in the room. She says,
She said, I have never used makeup,
really?
only lipstick. I don't use soap on my face, but I do use a cleanser every other day.
Um, Barbara, you just been naturally fine all your life, but you ain't never have to.
Okay, pretty girl, pretty girl.
That's what it is, Barbara J. Hamilton. I'm pulling men left and right without makeup.
Okay, Jackie said all listeners, and so in 2026, turn the page and see Shaki if you want a new skincare regime. That's right, see
That's what that
Shaki.
was. Okay.
She is
Turn the
going
page.
to come with it. She ain't gonna try to give you nothing you don't need, and I really appreciate that from my skincare specialist.
I will tell you, in my career as a
She will
sales
make
coach,
suggestions.
as a sales confidence coach, some of my favorite clients have been Mary Kay people because I don't want them to sell makeup. I don't want them to sell that. I want them to sell skincare. And
Amen.
Dr. Deborah says,
We need some of that traveling pasta for June, LOL. Well,
what's
you
going on in
got it.
June?
In June, we are hosting a retreat that she and I are collaborating on.
Okay.
And I'm excited about it. Shaki said, a friend of mine said that washing our face in the morning and night is like cleaning off the windshield of your car.
Good idea.
Absolutely.
Now, my beauty secret for my skin, is
Brian does the most, and he puts hot water on his face.
only
You're very welcome.
when I go to bed.
I never put hot water
Hot
on my
water
face.
in the washcloth.
No
That's
hot
my beauty.
water.
That's it. On my face. Well, after my shower.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
And I don't put my face
I do
on
a
the
hot
shower.
water. I do. But you can't because you'll drown.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will drown. I don't know why. I feel like I'm going to drown when I put my face in the water in the shower. So I don't. I keep it away. I will shampoo my hair in the shower. But hey man, thank you, Dr. Deborah. She says, Dr. Lisa, you have beautiful skin. Thank God for my skin.
Thank you for complimenting her on her beautiful skin
Amen.
too. And doesn't it feel good to compliment somebody?
It does. It does.
Give more compliments. Starting now, compliment people genuinely.
Absolutely.
Because everyone can tell if it's not legit.
And for June, once we get a head count, we'll go ahead and figure out the traveling pasta. That's usually for the first night of the retreat or the first night of the getaway or the first night of whatever. I make it in advance, and I'm going to make sure that I do the whole, oh, it took me so long to make this.
Man, I got 3 projects this morning.
Oh, God bless you.
One project is I need to take half an hour with you. I can show you all the stuff that I'm doing. Okay. You need to know what your husband's doing. We haven't had that meeting yet. So I need 30 minutes to showcase for you everything I'm doing, all the money I'm spending on my business. You need to be aware of it. Okay. That's one project. Since we're going to have a house full of people, I really want to clean out my tank, but I can't. I don't know what
I'm
it
so
is.
tired of this
Let me
tank.
tell you what my giant fish tank.
This fish tank has been the bane of our conversation for like the whole holiday season.
Well, anyway.
And it hasn't been changed. It hasn't been
The water's
modified.
been getting lower and lower. And I hired a friend who had a business of taking care of them. She came through and did a consultation on it. And she told me what to buy to clean the gravel and all that stuff. Because I was doing an old school method. I was using buckets to clean it. And it injured my back one time using so many buckets and all that stuff. She told me what to buy. And I bought the stuff. Dr. Deborah, I don't know what it is. I've read the instructions on how to use it, and they're confusing me. I can't follow them. I can't follow the instructions. Am I getting too old? Do I need a young person to read these instructions? Do I need a teenager? But I've tried several times. I'm gonna try again this morning because I want to get it done.
Sister Barbara said, when and where the retreat, it will be in North Carolina. It is in the planning stage still with Dr. Deborah and I, as well as what we still have to go
Dr.
through
Deborah
the
says, Susan
logistics.
Kennedy.
She says, Susan Kennedy, I need an AI session with you.
Woo,
Can you
woo.
invoice me and let me know how to set up a session? Get in the inbox. Matter of fact, share it with everybody so that all of us can have our AI session and let us know how
Susan
much it
Kennedy.
costs.
Did you hear what Dr. Deborah says? Susan Kennedy. Did you hear? She says she needs a
I
session with
need
you.
a session with you.
Okay,
Because
so
those
the
are
market's already
beautiful.
secured.
Absolutely.
Okay, the market's already secured. She says, "Can you invoice me?" Is there a sweeter sentence in professional entrepreneur system world than that? Can you invoice me and tell me how to set up a session?
Absolutely.
Susan Kennedy, where is Susan?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Dr. Deborah.
Dr. Deborah says, Sister Barbara, the conference retreat is weekend of June the 19th through the 21st. Susan says you can set up an appointment
Good.
at Calendly.com/Susan-Entrepreneurs 50 plus.
And I'm going to encourage you, Susan, to have the consultation before you invoice Dr. Deborah does.
Absolutely.
I know Dr. Deborah asked for it. Have the consultation first. Okay.
Right. A conversation about what the expectation is and then determine on the price.
And even if you know what it is, don't tell her. Don't tell her until you had your consultation. Craig Sabb says,
Craig, good morning. He says, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a great 2025. Praying that my Empowerment Duo family has a blessed 2026 on purpose, and let's all enjoy it to the fullest. Have a blessed and happy new year.
Thank you very much. Quick sales tip. I just told Susan Kennedy, don't tell your rate until you had a conversation. Why not? Because if you quote rates before they fully understand what they're getting, Dr. Lisa said, make sure you have conversations what the expectations are and what they're not. If you quote a rate before the
any amount,
if you quote a rate before they fully understand what they're getting, you are creating a say no situation.
Absolutely.
You're forcing them to make a decision on rate and a little bit of information, and that's not enough. Dr.
Beverly says, Susan, I agree. Beautiful pictures, absolutely gorgeous. And Susan said, I could just invoice her for $1 million and that would make my year, LOL.
It'll make anybody's year.
LOL back at you. You can send it.
That's fine.
But it'll collect dust with all of the rest of unnecessary foolishness that's coming through.
I have a friend who's also, she's transitioned. She used to be a sales trainer. We've never met in person, but like a LinkedIn friend. And she said she had a conversation with one of her girlfriends. Her girlfriend visited her. She had traveled to a city to do some consulting, and her girlfriend visited her in a hotel room. And the girlfriend said, she was on her laptop visiting with her girlfriend. Her girlfriend said, why are you staying at the Four Seasons? Why don't you just get a room at the Marriott? Okay. So then she typed up some stuff, and then she flipped her laptop around, let the girlfriend see, and showed the girlfriend how she had invoiced the company that she's going to see for $675,000 for 3 days, and they paid her. Okay, for 3 days of consultation work, and that's why I'm staying here instead of there. Okay, I understand, Susan. You're just being silly. No one. I mean, there are some people who could invoice for $1 million, but not us. Okay.
Amen. We appreciate you. I hope that you're having a positive day and a positive closeout for 2025. Sister Barbara says, okay, thank you. I pray that I'll be able to attend. Please let me know all of the info.
That sounds like you intend to attend. You intend to attend. Let her know.
Intend to attend.
There's only one reason why she knows. I see you got a book, baby. Go ahead.
Absolutely. On this last day of 2025, we are going to read from Today in African American History, 366 days of historical events and accomplishments by Michael A. Carson. And today,
December the
31st, on this day in history, in 1995, no, I'm going to read 1987 because I like Adam Clayton Powell.
Okay, go ahead.
In 1987, Adam Clayton Powell III became the first African American to direct a major national radio news network, National Public Radio, NPR. He has held a number of positions in the communications industry, including manager and producer for CBS in New York City throughout his career. Powell also became a New York City councilman. After leaving NPR in 1990, he became a producer for Quincy Jones Entertainment.
I did not know that about Adam Clayton Powell. I know Adam Clayton Powell. I know of him, but I knew him as a local politician in New York. We're from New York, so you heard his name a lot. Uh,
streets named after. I think the street was named after his dad,
but
not the third.
it could have been. Maybe I'm getting my Adam Clayton Powers mixed up.
Well, the
Okay.
third was a councilman too. I mean,
Okay.
they were in. Wasn't one of them a general?
No, not a general, but a politician in New York.
No, but he was also in the service because I
Maybe.
remember him in a uniform,
Okay.
in a
Maybe
green
so.
uniform.
But New Yorkers, you
So
know
it's
that
hard
name,
to-
Adam Clayton. That name was so revered in public life
Mhm.
that Red Fox out in California
Mm.
used to tell stories about Adam Clayton Powell in New York, make jokes about him and all that, how he called him a pimp of New York. You know, you got to be a pimp. You can talk to politicians the way Adam Clayton Powell talked to them.
I'm sorry, Susan.
She said, I'm finding your voice volume does something.
Susan said, I know I would like the info too. Amen. I don't know what we were talking about that you would like the
The
info.
retreat.
Oh, yes, the retreat. Absolutely.
Yes, I saw that. Richard Smallwood transition shook me last night. Comfort and condolences sent to the loved ones. Richard Smallwood, a legend in the gospel community.
Yeah, Susan said your volume is going up and down. That's because I'm talking to two different devices, and I apologize. I've turned my head a couple of times to talk to our Instagram people.
Well, they require. I mean, they're important too.
That's right.
Okay.
You guys are important too. We love
They're not
you.
just side. They're not French fries.
They're my side chick.
Again, we have a great friend in New York, Trey Kearney. He built a business around her book. Her book was No Side Chicken. Okay, No Side Chicken. And she tells the story about how at one time in her life, she was the side chick to a married man
For quite some time.
And how she doesn't do that anymore. And she built a podcast around that concept and a consultation practice around that concept, built a business around her book, No Side Chicken. To her truth, yes. And she built a business around it. We have collected some great friends since we've been together.
Good morning, William Brown. This is the Brown William Brown.
Everywhere we go, everywhere we travel to, we collect friends there.
William Brown says, happy today, fam, and happy new year.
This is a great basic wish. Happy New Year. William Brown, we're talking about turning the page. Just think about the action it takes to turn a page. It doesn't turn by thinking about it. It doesn't turn about imagining it. It doesn't turn by telling people about it. It only turns when you take an action. And the moment you decide to finish reading what you're reading, you turn the page and find out what happens next. You have that moment of mystery, you have that moment of anticipation. All of that is in the magic of turning the page.
Were you a last page of the book cheater?
No.
Ever? Yeah, me neither.
No.
No matter how good or how suspenseful this story was, I would not fast forward to the end.
I don't fast forward to the end. I am cheating for the first time that I can recall in my life. Okay, I'm cheating on the Blacklist. The Blacklist has.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I don't like
why.
how you
It has
doing
10
it.
seasons.
Yeah.
And each season has like 22 episodes in a season.
So
I'm on season 9 still. Okay, so there have been some very, very intense moments. And I've cheated by going to Google.
Well, I don't know why. That's ruining it.
Does he get killed before the end of the show?
See, that's horrible.
It is horrible. But I have cheated like 3 or 4 times already.
I think that's so whack. I haven't cheated at
That's the equivalent to me of reading the last page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. By going to Google and finding out, is he going to survive this?
Yeah. I've enjoyed 9 of the seasons. I haven't really been able to get into season 10, and I don't know.
William Brown, what a great idea.
He says we turn the page by taking our next first step.
Your next first step. What? Your next first step. Similar to the concept of every ending is a new beginning. Susan Kennedy says, I love the Blacklist, but never made it to the end of season 2. Girl, you haven't seen the Blacklist yet.
You ain't seen the Blacklist.
If you ain't made it to the end of season 2, you ain't seen Jack.
You ain't seen Jack.
Where do you get to season 5 and 6 and 7 and 8? And 8 is like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Well, a lot of the seasons are like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened.
All of them, yeah. That's different.
Well, I'm gonna watch all of it.
It's almost like
I'm too invested.
what was this series that they didn't have the same writer anymore? They
The
so
Sopranos.
no, The Sopranos was good all the way.
Until the end, the last episode was not right.
No, but they had to do it because Gandolfini died.
Okay.
So I mean,
I didn't know
they
that.
had to figure it out without him there.
I mean, the ending was such a deflation to me because I loved it so much, The Sopranos, but the ending was such a deflation.
I've never watched The Wire.
Well, you missing it. The Wire is as good as The Sopranos.
Yeah, I heard.
It is. I'm
But
telling
I've
you.
never watched
I
it.
watched The Wire 10 years after it aired on TV, and it
Well,
was
The Sopranos is old too, isn't
yeah.
it? I mean, not The Sopranos. I watched that
I watched
too.
that 10 years after it aired on HBO.
Today is the day to do a little bit of binge watching. What I like to watch is on
I'm not binge watching today.
today I like to. So William Brown has a, what do you call it, game shows in the background. I have Law and Orders in the background because I don't have to pay attention. I've seen every single episode for 30 years.
I've never watched any.
And so I don't have to see it. I don't have to do anything. It can just be coo, 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 coo. And then if I hear somebody say something that I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I like that when that happened, then I'll rewind it and I'll watch that part again. But anyway, it's just a silly idiosyncrasy that I do like to have Law and Orders in the background. I like to sleep to Law and Orders.
The Law and Order? It's Law and Order, and then it's Law and Order
SVU,
and then there's something else.
Law and Order Criminal Intent, and now there's Law and Order Organized Crime.
But it's still Law and Order franchise.
Yeah, Dick, what's his name?
Dick.
Dick. No, Dick. Dick.
How many times you gonna say Dick?
But I can't think about it.
Keep talking.
Anyway, he is an amazing.
About my dick.
Oh, sweet purplicious, what's up?
Jackie Rose's in the house. She says, blessings, everyone. I enjoy thriving in 2025, and I'm excited about 2026. Let the poor say I am rich in 2026. Rich in everything. My health, my relationships,
my finances,
and more. Continue to turn the page.
Continuing
as I celebrate living my life in peace and joy. Hugs and much love to all.
Amen.
That's right. That's a proclamation for your butt. Uzama Ra says,
said, I'm the same with SVU. Which one do you watch? So SVU is my favorite.
With Ice-T.
Yeah, don't say it. He's never seen it. He's seen a comedy routine of it, and he always wants to say this line like he's seen it. But don't
tell me he gets up on little girls with pigtails?
Anyway, so SVU is my favorite. I'm a Mariska Hargitay fan.
Tell me
and Ice-T fan.
Too much scratchy lotteries? Or too many
Be quiet.
I never seen it, but John Mulaney does a skit about SVU.
Would you be quiet? So I love the transition of Rollins with Carisi and his transition to the DA's office. I love
William
all of
Brown.
that. He said, interesting question for you, Brian. How do you want things to end? I ask that because I currently believe that way of thinking will determine if and how we turn the page or make our next step.
First step.
Next first step.
Key word. I'm not sure I understand. How do I want things to end? When are you talking about? Okay.
Well, we're talking about turning the page in 2025. So how do you want them to end?
Craig, help me.
Yes, thank you.
Because you Craig moving. Okay. I'm pondering your question, William Brown. Craig says,
and that's why he's handicapped. Craig says, I received a phone call from the security company. They informed me that I'm being considered for a sales award. I've been doing sales for 8 years off and on due to problems. And they asked me how many sales I did total since I've been with them. Told them I had no idea, but I didn't tell them. I was informed that I just did my
1,000 plus sales contract. in my head, I was like 1,000. I got to step it up. Anyway, hello, happy for the recognition. New Year's, new blessings. Where did I stop off?
Preparation meets opportunity equals success. Amen.
Yeah, what a question. I wouldn't know how many sales I
The
had.
company should know they paid you for every one of them.
I'm sure I made thousands of sales, just like I'm sure I missed thousands of them too. But how many sales have I made in 8 years? I don't know.
Amen. William Brown said, you made a statement
Oh,
I didn't like
how
the
the
way the
Sopranos?
Sopranos ended.
Yes,
Okay.
I did. The
Yeah,
Sopranos
he did.
ended. They were at dinner at a restaurant, him and his
Right.
family, and the daughter said, "Well, I need to move my car. I didn't park well, or something
And
like
it was
that."
finished.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I was thinking, what are they going to talk about at dinner? Because they had an issue going on,
A family problem.
that I thought Tony was going to handle at dinner or to bring it up. Okay, but the daughter had just got there, and then she decided to go get something or move her car, and that was it. It ended. I didn't like it.
Wasn't enough.
It was anticlimactic for me.
I love that word.
I didn't get my climax. What's wrong with you, baby?
What's wrong with me?
Yes.
Susan, come and get him. This paper.
It was a terrible ending for a great series. I don't know, William, but I wanted them to do something. Something.
We wanted
Is
them.
Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. in the house. We're talking about turning the page from 2025 to 26. What do you got to do to turn the page? If you don't do something, I'm going to say this. If you don't do something, then you're not turning the page. You're just going to keep continuing your 2025.
So you're just coasting or you're just phasing. Even
Let's talk about that.
A coast doesn't. A coast is not continuing because a coast is still going to lose momentum.
And there's only one way you can coast: downhill. You can't coast uphill.
So do you think that once the hill runs out, then the coast is finished?
At the bottom of the hill.
Well, sometimes that coast, the momentum developed from the coast, can give you some uphill.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
And you could coast if you're driving on a straight and then, take your foot off the gas. You can coast, but you can't coast ascending. You don't coast up. If you want to rise, you can't coast up. You got to do some stuff. You got to give it some gas. Like Muzama was talking about. He's going to go harder. He's going to give give his vehicle some more gas. Craig Sapp says,
I knew because I keep count, Brian. Adam Clayton hanged out. Hanged out with Malcolm X and Bumpy Johnson. Lisa, I was an extra a couple of times on The Wire. Okay, extra.
And you'll love The Wire once you start watching.
I've tried to start it a few times. The same way we said we tried with
Blacklist.
Blacklist.
Yeah, I did.
And couldn't get past that whole first episode.
First 2 episodes, I couldn't get past.
Couldn't get past.
Give The Wire a chance too, because
I did the same thing with The Wire.
Try it again because there's characters in The Wire.
And people talk about The Wire like it's one of those black.
It is.
Movies that you got to see.
But not just black, but one of the greatest TV series.
Yeah, but I don't lose my black card. William Brown said there's a saying that how we do one thing is how we do everything. But I don't think that's true. I have learned the hard way that sometimes things end with no understanding or explanation or reason, and we're forced to take our next step.
That's very, very insightful, William Brown. I don't think how we do one thing is the same we do everything, because we have what I call set points of, like, for example, the way, if we consider ourselves a good cook, the way we go about cooking is with a certain expectation. I already think I'm good at it, okay? But if someone thinks they're a poor driver, they will drive trepidations. The way they cook is not the same way they drive, or the same way they make love, or anything else.
That driving comment is really interesting because in Charlotte for the past maybe I think 2 years at the very I think maybe 3 since my hospital stay back in 23 or whatever, I have been very, very uncomfortable with driving. Uncomfortable with my hand-eye coordination, uncomfortable with my visibility, uncomfortable with a lot of things. However, when I went to Florida, I did not have a safety net. I knew that I had to do all the driving. And I became the driver that I used to be.
And you were a great driver when you took the incentive with you up to Baltimore.
I don't know what happened with that. I was not supposed to be driving.
Well, which happened both times where you had to do a lot of driving. I wasn't with you. Okay. Yeah. So you didn't have me, and you used the word safety net. So Brian's not with me. So now I have to rise up and be a great driver, and I have to drive a lot because Brian's not with me. I think the
Well, I
situation made
think
it
that
that
was
way.
the situation for Florida, but I had no intention of doing the driving when Vincenta went with me
But she could drive.
because
Okay.
I thought she could drive, but for some reason she never had the opportunity to drive. She actually I never gave her the wheel, not one
You
time.
kept it.
I kept it, and for
I thought
some
she drove a
reason,
little bit going.
no, not nowhere. She was a passenger princess the whole time, and I enjoyed her going with me. I enjoyed her company. She was a fabulous travel companion, but I never relinquished the wheel. I did the same thing with Dr. Deborah. What the heck is that?
Okay. Well, because Brian's not with you.
Shaki said,
And
I fought how we do I thought how we do one thing is how we do everything. But I found out it in sneaky ways, it is true. Amen. She said, we really are amazing when we have to be. I think that might be true. I don't know that it had to be.
I told you this story before.
But Dr. Denver did a little bit of driving, but she didn't do much of the driving. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Even good salespeople.
Because you lost your license.
I lost my driver's license for 3 years. I went through that.
Not a DUI, a DI. That's a DGI. It wasn't a DUI, it was a DGI, a dumb guy.
I lost my driver's license.
Because he didn't go get it renewed.
No, because I didn't show it.
Huh.
And then I kept driving. When they suspended it, I just kept driving. I had a wife and 2 kids. I had to feed. They didn't work outside the house. So I had to pay my bills. I had to keep driving.
But that's why you lost it.
Yeah, but anyway, that's not the point. The point of the story is I could because I had to split commissions for a while. I couldn't afford to miss, and I thought I was very confident that I knew how to make the sale better than anyone else. So when I had to go with anybody, the rule was after the pleasantries, they had to shut what they called the fuck up because I was going to make the sale. They couldn't talk anymore. I didn't let them say anything, especially not at the close. And my buddy Thomas says when he would ride with anybody else, he goes, Brian, the way it is when I ride with you, that's the way I am with anybody else. I tell him after the greetings, don't say a daggone thing because he needs the sale. He trusts him. You can't figure out where I'm going. You don't know what I'm thinking, so don't say a single thing. And it's interesting to me that in my life, my closest friend at one time, he capitulated, let me run things when he was with me. But when he wasn't with me, he took control the way he saw me do it. Yeah. When I'm with you, I do all the driving. But when you're with someone else, you take on my role, just like Thomas took on my role with other people.
Okay. Frank said, yeah, Lisa, you will love The Wire. It's true. It's a true story about Be More and how it became the way it is. Be More being Baltimore. You know, it's so funny. I have watched one episode over and over and over again, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
So many people that you will see in your life from the Wire. You'll align with characters, and some of the characters that you will align with, it might surprise you that you like that person. There might be an anti-hero, okay, but you'll like some of these characters. Yeah.
I don't know if I can try it again.
I think I might try it again because it was, and I've seen it now twice.
Hey.
What? Deirdre knew Thomas. She knew Thomas very well. Deirdre Bruton in the house. Deirdre Bruton, I want to hear the story about the family trip y'all took to LA. I want to hear about the plane ride with the grandkids there and the time you spent with a D-Rod and all the family and the trip back. And when you finally got home, I want to hear the story.
How did you feel when you got home and everything? How was everything?
I would love to hear the story.
Absolutely.
Because, are those grandkids, are they good at traveling? Because that's not their first plane ride. They've been on a plane before. And they all can tell you, they told me the stories about when they flew to Orlando. Deirdre Bruton's in the house.
It's 9:40, 9:56.
Time has flown by. We thought we was going to do an abbreviated show today.
I know. We took several tangents. We took ridiculous tangents.
Yes.
I'm grateful that I have a brother in Law and Order Uzama. You my
Did you
brother.
just almost say something?
I did not.
Okay. It's 9:56. We gotta go.
We love you, guys.
Turn the page.
We'll see you next year.
You realize that right now you have enough money. You don't have to work for the rest of 2025. Here's the
Teacher
group
said they
saying,
did extremely well, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's to everyone. See, I want to hear the story about the grandbabies. These grandchildren, and I knew it would be the case. One of them, Carson, she's 4 or 5. She was very sick the 2 days before they got on the plane. But in the pictures I saw her, she looks like the picture of health. She looks like she had a good time. I think airports heal us. I think airports heal the aches and pains because when you're traveling, you feel better. It's done it for me.
I'm grateful. I love you guys, and we didn't do the song, but that's okay because you gotta come back next year and get some hugs and kisses. But
We'll be here Friday.
Happy New Year! Is that Happy New Year song?
I don't
think oh, there is. It's a boring song. May
What?
old acquaintance
Lang Syne,
be
yes.
forgot. Anyway, we're not gonna sing that. But I love you, and you know what? This is the last day of the year. Don't forget to have sex.